here we go. Fiesta Zetec-S. Cheeky bit of rip speed in here. Always goes down well. To be young and in love with Helford, eh? Right, what's up guys? So today you join me from the driver's seat of a 2007 Zetec-S. Now I really wanted to do this car because I think this type of car is very, very popular with younger drivers. The guy that owns this is 18 years old. This is his second car after his Peugeot 206, which is an awesome second car to have. I'd love to have had this as a second car. Now this is a 30th anniversary edition Zetec-S, so originally it would have had a checkered roof on it. I personally have only ever seen one other one of these, and this is probably going back, you know, 2007 when these cars came out that I saw one, and I've never seen one since. I've seen a yellow one with checkered roof, and I thought it was the owner just putting a checkered roof on a yellow car, but then I've come to realise they were actually a special edition. So modifications to this car, well, you've got a full decat Miltech exhaust system, which sounds really awesome. It's nice and raspy. To me, it makes it feel a little bit better to rev than the ST that I've driven. It makes it feel a little bit more responsive, I think. Obviously, bodywork wise, it's had a bit of bodywork done to it. It's had widened arches put on it to cover the fat dish that has been put on. I'm 100% sure these are 9-inch rears on this with an 8-inch front. So to put 9-inch rears on a little Fiesta is quite, you know, serious work. The big arches on it really look awesome, and you can see it all happening. The big wheels with the big arches in the mirror, which looks really, really awesome. I do like it. Nice sun strip. Makes you feel right racing here, which is pretty cool. You've also got a Sony Explode sound system in here with a big set of Fusion subs in the boot. Right, so let's see how this sort of car performs from its little 1.6 litre engine. Oh, it's nice and raspy. Nice and raspy, really, really nice and raspy. You can sort of get a couple of crackles and bangs out of it as well, which is pretty awesome. I really do like the way this car tracks though, with the way it's sort of been set up. You know, you can set coilovers on it, big set of wide wheels on it. It seems to be hugging the road absolutely lovely. When you tip it into a corner, you can feel the grips there, you can really feel the chunky tyres working. I think to one of these, if you're going to do little bits and bobs, lowering it and widening it is probably the best thing to do in my opinion. I must admit that exhaust is pretty fucking nice. Full Miltech exhaust system. It's lovely and raspy on this little engine, it really, really is. Pops and bangs as we come down the gear then, that was good. Right, let's see a nice little first and second gear pull for us. Awesome. Oh, it's actually quite exciting when it starts going, and you know, you got the raspiness of the exhaust going, and you can pop and bang it really nicely. It's actually quite a good little experience. Do you know, if I was 18 years old and I owned this car, I would absolutely love it. I must admit, the coilovers that are on this, which I'm not quite sure what they are, but I'll leave it in the description as to exactly what they are. They feel really nice on the car. They don't feel too, you know, lumpy and horrible around the bends, and like, they don't feel horrible over bumps and stuff like that. So they feel really, really nice. Now, of course, Harley being 18, I had to check his insurance. I had to ask how much insurance he was paying, and he's only paying just over £1,000 for this, which I'm really, really impressed with. Oh, the big wheels with the steering. The car has to be going for you to actually use the steering, I think the word is. Doesn't really seem to like steering when there's no sort of movement. So guys, let's have a look around this Ford Zetec-S. Now, straight away, I actually really, really like the colour of this. The green, sort of like an RS green, I think it is, with the purple wheels, I think really goes. I think it's a nice little touch to the green. People would probably usually go for black wheels, but I actually quite like purple. A lot of people close to me will know that I fucking love that purple, actually, if I'm honest. But that's just one of them things, because I'm a little bit weird and I like purple. This has also got fly eye tint on it. Works really well, actually. Still stuck on the car after a very long time of being on there. Looks good, still, you know, doesn't protrude the light from coming out of the headlight, which is good. And also makes the car look a little bit better. Darkens the front up a little bit, I think that's what it is. Nice touch with the Ford emblem being the same colour as the car. Really like that. You've got some cheeky neons behind here in order to pretend that you're a police car if you really want to. Number plates are good. I like the black bit at the front. This bit, sort of like the RSs and STs and stuff, looks really good. I like that they've kept that sort of concept with these as well. Looks really good. You've got green in the fog lights as well, which look pretty cool. I like that. Black mirrors, good contrast with this as well being painted black, door handles being painted black. Extensive bodywork in my opinion on this. As you can see from the side profile, there is some wide ass arches on here which have been done really well. They've been done proper professionally, so if anybody knows sort of stuff about bodywork, you know that that's quite a big thing to do. You've got to sort of do the whole part of the car to do that bit. And also with the front, they've been flared really nicely to tuck the wheels in. So yeah, really impressed with that. The wheels themselves are Coilovers, whatever they're called. I'll leave it in the description. Very hard word to say. I believe they're 8-inch front, 9-inch rear. Because of the tyre sizes and stuff, they look to me like those staggered set, but work really well with the car. From the back of the car, in my opinion, it just looks awesome. It's such a wide stance to it. From when you're looking sort of here, just looks so like out here, but not massive stretch, which is good. It still means it tracks well and it drives really nicely, and it's still able to sort of be used round corners without worrying about, you know, the tyre being popped off the side of the car. So that's good. Miltech exhaust system. I love the sound of this, I must admit. It sounds really smart with the decat. The full system, really good. This has actually had a carbon wrapped roof as well, to replace the checkers on it, because not everybody likes checkers, which I understand. Really good job though, whoever did that. I'm assuming it's this company, maybe. Wrapping, mapping, tinting, styling, all that sort of business. I'm assuming it's that company. Did a bloody good job there. It's very good. But yeah, awesome little car this, and a black spoiler as well. Good contrast. I do like it. I can only assume this has something to do with the 30th anniversary thing going on. I can only imagine. So let's check out the inside. This has got the full leather interior in it. Really nice seats. Really comfortable. I can't believe how comfortable they are. What you've got to remember is as well, this is a Fiesta, so some would say this is like the bottom of the, you know, specs and stuff like that, but it's still got full leather. You know, it's got everything you would want in your second car or even your first car. With the performance of, you know, it performs still really well for, you know, something that you can insure for relatively cheap these days, which is good. And it's also got its 662 number in there, checkers on the kick plate there, and the floor mats with checkers on it. Ford with a little bit of carbon in there, that looks good. So yeah, it ties in really well, and someone's, you know, they've definitely taken the effort to make this nice. Even down to the gear gate is the same colour as the car, so that's pretty cool. Some definite thought's been put into it. Yeah, I like the sound of this car. It sounds good. So I think this video is really aimed at the younger viewers of mine, the people that are looking for maybe their first or second car, that are really in two minds whether to buy this or buy that. What insurance is this? What insurance is that? So I must admit, for a first or second car, this one is leaps ahead of other stuff that I've driven in the past. considering it's got full leather interior, drives fantastic, this one tracks fantastic with the wheels and the suspension on it. This is definitely a car to look out for, and definitely a really, really good car to buy in my opinion. The feel, the drive, and the performance of this is really, really where it's at. And if you're willing to, you know, find a good used one like this one, which has got loads of miles on it, this one's got, I think it's got 70,000 miles on it. It's absolutely nothing really for what it is. With the K&N induction kit, the Miltech exhaust system, it's so raspy, it's so nice to drive, and it just feels good. And it takes me back to when I was 18. Would I be enjoying driving this? And I'd absolutely be loving it. I really, really would. And I'd love to own it at that sort of age. Harley has really got a cool little car here. It's really it's a good laugh. It really, really is. So guys, I hope you like the video. Make sure you like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.